Okay, welcome back to The Thoughtful Advocate. I'm your host, Elizabeth Teo, and today we're going to be exploring how tourism can help our planet. So I wanted to highlight a hidden gem on Mexico's Pacific coast. I personally never heard of this place, but my husband's father went there recently. It's called Huatulco. It has 9 pristine bays, 36 beaches, and apparently the water is crystal clear. My husband and I went to Cancun for a honeymoon, and yeah, it was beautiful. The food is delicious. What really makes Huatulco special is how they preserve it. It's one of the few tourist destinations worldwide that has received a certification called EarthCheck Platinum. It's the highest standard for sustainable tourism. So this is a pretty impressive number. 70% of the region is protected, and it's labeled as an ecological reserve. So that means when you're visiting, it's not just seeing nature. It's exactly as it should be, like pristine, undisturbed, nothing's being built in those areas. And the town itself actually runs 100% on clean energy. They just use wind and solar to meet all their needs. And they recycle 85% of their water. That's amazing. Honestly, thanks to Joe for telling me about this place. It's pretty awesome. And all the hotels and restaurants, they work together to make this town like as sustainable as it can possibly be. There's also a lot of local businesses within the community itself. Everything from snorkeling companies, they're local experts who've grown up in the waters. There's tons of restaurants that are family owned. They also have coffee plantations that you can visit, the Sierra Madre Mountains. They also use like some traditional methods to protect the crops on the smaller farms, which is awesome. There's also a lot of traditional crafts, everything from delicate, intricate embroidery to black clay pottery and so much more. There's also Huatulco National Park itself. There's over 700 bird species there, and the entrance fee, as many national parks, goes back to the preserving and conserving the park. And yeah, if sustainable tourism is done right, it can help create jobs, fund conservation, and give back to the community, and also gives the community all the more reason to protect the natural region and cultural heritage. And they probably want to anyways, so it just gives more incentive and rewards them. So I think everyone should be doing that. And yeah, I think Huatulco is a great example of how everyone can benefit, the visitors, locals, and the environment. Here's some just quick tips if you're gonna go and visit. Try to stay in eco-certified hotels, or even like local resorts or local Airbnbs. And this is very important. Use reef-safe sunscreen when swimming. I know when we went to Cancun, we were actually not allowed to have any sunscreen on. We had to shower before going in the water. So you might not even be able to use sunscreen. But if you are, look for reef-safe sunscreen. Try to support local businesses, guides, restaurants, and please respect the areas and wildlife. I know I'm speaking to an echo chamber. Clearly, people listening to this podcast already are eco-conscious, so I trust that you guys care as much about the planet as I do. That's why you're here. But yeah, also try to learn the language. I think that's the most fun part. I got to practice my Spanish a bit in Costa Rica and Cancun. I thought that was really cool. And it helps you just appreciate the culture a lot more when you learn your language. And also Google Translate helps a lot too.
Okay, so today's sponsor is Kind Laundry. Just kidding, they're not really a sponsor, but I do have an affiliate code. Kind Laundry use natural ingredients, and it actually comes in these sheets. So much more useful than liquid laundry detergent because that stuff gets messy. With Kind Laundry, you can bring this anywhere. It's literally in a box, pack in your suitcase, and it's that easy. You can get 10% off by using code ZeroWasteCute.
Okay, so I was going to read this comment, but I didn't record it locally because I forgot to. So sorry. Anyways, I wanted to share this comment on my video, which made me very happy. The username is at Jeonmin5846. So it's JEONMNYN5846. They said, "I love this video. Thank you so much for making it. Much love," and a bunch of hearts. And I thought this was so sweet. So thank you, or Jayon. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. This was so sweet and really made my day. But yeah, Thank you so much for tuning into The Thoughtful Advocate. As always, you can enjoy this episode on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Zero Waste Cutie on YouTube and Instagram. As always, please leave a review. I usually read these comments in our episodes, so I'll give you a shout out, as well as if you follow my stories on Instagram. Sometimes I have polls, questions. If you answer those, I will also shout you out and read whatever responses. And I just love connecting with the community that way, so it's a lot of fun. And yeah, until our next episode, remember to leave places better than you found them. All right, bye.